Right. So, good evening, everyone. I guess it's good afternoon in Switzerland right now, right?
It's 1
1 o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's good. So, today we will basically talk about our dear friend and brother Hudo Nazar. Will basically introduce you into application admission to the universities in Switzerland, and we will talk in English so everybody understands. So, in case if you do throughout the session, guys, if you have any questions, you can just write in the chat or raise your hand and then just ask through microphone, whatever you want. And without the further ado, I don't want to take anybody else's time, so I guess we can start. So I think you can first introduce yourself to them, just
okay.
so they know.
So, hello everyone. My name is Hodo Nazar, and first of all, I would like to thank Anis for creating this for us to share our knowledge. And a little bit about myself. I studied at Barhoro School for 5 years. Then I studied at Lyceum Aga Khan, and I studied at University of Central Asia in Earth and Environmental Sciences. And right now I'm doing my master's degree in social sciences in innovation, human development, and sustainability in University of Geneva. And yeah, this is just my educational path a little bit and some personal information. I like doing a lot of sports. Maybe some of you know it, some of you don't. But yeah, so welcome to these sessions to everyone, and I hope you will enjoy it. And just to let you know, if you have any questions during the presentation, you can just stop by, ask a question where there is no something clear or you want to know something more. Just be free to ask questions, okay? And yeah, that's it about myself. So we can start with the universities, right?
Yes. Do you want me to ask the question that I sent you, or do you want to just go without questions
Yeah,
again?
you can just ask and we can just go by one.
All right. So the first question is that how does application process works? Like for both, let's start with bachelor's and then
Bachelor
later on
degree.
we can go move on to the master's.
So, for the bachelor degree, you it mainly goes in 3 steps. So the first step is you need to create an account in the website of the university that you will choose in Switzerland, and you will start your online application in the website of the university where you will just sign up. And the second one is the required documents that you need to put in these online applications, and you need motivation letters uh, for applying to the bachelor degree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are there any
So
exams like, for example, English or like SAT
um,
exams?
yes, for master's degree, no, but for bachelor degree, you actually need a IELTS certificate, TOEFL certificate, or a certificate which shows that you have a B2 language proficiency. So you need either one of these three certificates, and the scores for IELTS is from 6.5 to upper, let's say to 7.75. It's, I don't know, the maximum is 8, I think. And for TOEFL it's 100, and for yeah, and the other one is just a B2 language proficiency. I don't know the University of Central Asia, the in Horo, does they provide this kind of certificate or no, like the B2 certificate?
I'm
I
not
think
quite sure. B2 is like
I
what
think
level?
no, but if there will be a chance to study online somewhere to receive this B2 certificate, it would be very helpful to you because when you are applying to English-based universities, most of them want this type of certificates.
Hmm, that's interesting. Here we have question. Do the universities provide full rights scholarship for undergraduate international students?
So for I would say it is very hard to receive scholarships for bachelor degree, mainly in Switzerland. But there are a lot of scholarships for master's degree. There is so I did some research, and there is one scholarship, the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, which is also applicable in this country in Switzerland. So there are some universities where you can get in with this Erasmus Mundus University for your bachelor degree. But there are other scholarships too, but they provide very not a lot of let's say funding, and so it will be a little bit hard for you to study and live on these scholarships. But the Erasmus Mundus is the top scholarship. If you want to study in Switzerland, just try to get into this Erasmus Mundus scholarship. It's really good scholarship.
Is
Yeah.
it like I know that, for example, Horog State University, like they have this Erasmus Mundus programs. What about other universities in like Tajikistan? I think UCA also has one, right? Like UCA students can apply to this.
Of course. Yes. You say students can apply to this one. I mean, like any student can apply to the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. You just need to have good grades and good motivation, let's say letters. And yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one. So try to apply for that Erasmus Mundus scholarship.
Right?
Yeah.
That's good. I will think about it. My Mahfuza has question.
There is a question. Yeah.
My question is regarding Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Like, I searched for the undergraduate. Is it like a specific site? Because I only found that there are masters for masters only. I couldn't find an application for undergraduate for Erasmus Mundus.
You didn't find for Erasmus Mundus. Um, I can search after and I will can share the links, okay? I'm not sure right now, but I found it that there is a scholarship of Erasmus Mundus for bachelor degree in Switzerland. I will do the let's say the more detailed research and I will send you the link, okay?
I would
If
really
you are
appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for the question. All right, I guess we can move on, or would you like to add anything else?
not right now.
All right. So, well, the second question we know they ask about, Mafuzo, they ask about the scholarship, so we can move to the third one, which is like, in case, since you said like it's hard to get scholarship, right? And is it possible, for example, to get, let's say, 50-60% scholarship, then move to Switzerland and then study and work at the same time, so you can just kind of like sustain your tuition. You can pay your tuition, but and also work and make some stuff for living.
Yeah, there are some difficulties with working in Switzerland because when you come to Switzerland, you are not allowed to work for 6 months after entering Switzerland. It's difficult for students to study and live here, of course, but yeah, and after when the time of 6 months is already finished, you are allowed only 15 hours per week, which is okay, but it's not a good option to
Yeah.
start. Let's say to put your focus on work and study because uh, you will not earn a lot of money from working because it's only 15 hours, even though the salaries are very good here. And the best option is to find a really good scholarship and come with a good scholarship and study. Yeah, but if you find 60-70% of the funding, then it's good. You can study here because after 6 months you can earn, let's say, 1,000, 1,500 per month, um, working let's say part part-time jobs. Yeah.
Good. Because like the same thing, I think people when they go to Germany, like they do with the house building and other programs, they both study and work, and then they get full scholarship later for masters or something.
Mhm. There are some like job opportunities, mainly in my university, University of Geneva. There are some portals for the students who would like to work and study at the same time.
Mhm.
So the university which uh, you will, which you will get accepted to can provide you with some works too. But it's competitive because uh, mainly in Geneva and Switzerland is very competitive. The job market is very competitive here because the salaries are very good here. It's around 30 to 35 dollars per hour, which is like which is well, like the highest I think in Europe. And all the people from different parts of Europe come here to work. And yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, $30 per hour. That is dream for many people here.
Yeah.
All right. So here's another thing. For example, let's say students apply to Switzerland, and as I found out, like there's direct, you said that it's direct application. You don't have any website. You just go to the
Yeah.
official websites of the university. So how do you choose university? Like what students should look for? Because like if there's no one website, then they have to look for specific details. So how do you choose
Yeah.
university?
Um, First of all, networking is the best idea. The
Mhm.
people who study in the country, you just approach them, you write them in Facebook, Instagram to get more ideas what it's like to study in this university. And the first one is networking. Second one is rankings. So there are a lot of rankings for the universities around the world. So what you can do is see, uh, first of all, what you want to study. If you want to study social sciences, let's say, you see what is the ranking of this university on this major, let's say, social sciences. And if it gives you like the information, it's in top, let's say 20 of Switzerland or top 10 of Switzerland, then it's a good university which you can apply to. And yeah, the rankings are is very important, and you should always see the rankings of the university in the global scale too. And it's in if it's in top 200, then there is a good chance because of receiving a job after finishing this university. So you should not just think about one part, one time, 2 years of doing or 4 years of doing your bachelor or master's degree, but you should think about after it. When you finish this university, you should have a prestigious diploma which will be accepted in different organizations around the globe. So yeah, this is only one of the factors that you should pay attention to. And so networking, rankings, and yeah, there are some technical things like provide provision of scholarships, of accommodation, of let's say meals, and all these let's say more technical things which are also very important in your studies. Another thing is the cities that you are choosing, and it's also very important because it depends from the person who is choosing. Let's say some people want to be in campus, some people want to have more active life in the cities. So before choosing the university, do some research on the cities too. Is this city suitable for you or it's not? Yeah. And what else? And the measures, yeah, I mentioned it before, but once again, if you want to study medicine, do the research on the faculty of medicine in this university. If you want to study design, do the research on the designing in this university to see if this university is really strong in this, let's say, field. Because the global rankings do not show you that they good at this or bad at this, and you might get into bad faculty, and you might not have the good experience. So that's why you should choose your faculty, your, let's say, major. You should do the research inside the university, and yeah, network, ask some people who studied in this major, and get as much information as you can about the major, and then apply. Yeah,
Right.
this is it.
I think that's I guess that's gonna help a lot for them to choose because like when I remember when I was like looking for universities while I was like for US and stuff, it's like very hard to choose because it looks like all of them are good, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that not all of them.
All of them are not good. And one more thing that is necessary is before applying to your bachelor degree and even to your master's degree, you just need to reflect on yourself first. You should see your strengths and weaknesses. You should see like uh, what are you talented on, what you would like to study, what you would like to get into which field of work. So you just need to reflect before starting. You don't need to ask your friends. You don't need to ask your parents. Yeah.
1 second. All right.
Now, we any questions?
I don't think anyone has questions, people. Someone in the chat. Oh no, it's previous message. Anybody has questions so far?
So yeah, just need to reflect on yourself first to choose the field that you are going into, because it's very crucial for your studies.
Hmm.
It will bring the most if you go to the field that you like the most. So it's better to choose on your own choice. And even when there is some mistakes, you will be responsible for this choice because you made it, not someone else. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I needed to hear for myself as well because I have to choose now
Yeah.
major.
That is something we all needed to hear when we were in our school years. But yeah,
I wish we had like a program before, like you leave you leave your high school, they show everything and how life
and
works
thanks
because
to you, you are creating this space right now. So we are sharing some information that we didn't receive.
well, hopefully we are trying. Like we managed to do some stuff and hopefully in future we will get to other places as well, like Shkashim, Roshkala. So like the main goal is to get like to the very remote places.
Yes, it's a good plan. It's a good plan. Yeah.
All right. I guess another part that is very important is the documents. Like I think generally all of us kind of know what documents would be needed, but like from your experience, like what students should think about, like what documents they should really take care about. Oh, before this, we have a question. Do you want to
Mm.
answer my question first? Because here's like
Let's go.
about the language.
Yeah, because it's the previous topic that we already mentioned. So she said she's asking about French requirements,
Yes.
and I would say that French is very required in Switzerland. Like in most of the parts, French is required for jobs. But in Geneva, as it is international city mainly, you can find job without knowing French language. So yeah, it is possible to find job without French. But if you know French, then your chances of getting job is higher. Yeah.
Oh, just learn French through Duolingo, I guess. That's also can
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. You can try, of course. But French
Yeah.
is a little bit complicated language. So
Yeah.
it's
Je
better to
suis
get here
français.
and start practicing it.
Well, but it's beautiful one, so I guess we can still study it. All right,
Yes.
so let's get back to the previous. Again, if anyone has questions, you guys can just ask. So about the documents again. So what documents are needed and what students should really take care about? Like, I know some of them will be like, I don't know, like just normal documents, but in general, what documents are needed and which documents are the most important?
Okay, and for the documents, of course, for the bachelor degree, valid passport, transcribe of your grades on the original language and translated language, uh, mainly to English language, and your certificates and of certificates in language in extracurricular activities that you did out of schools, let's say, and yeah, the certificates as was a question from Navowi, but you need a certificate of language, let's say TOEFL, IELTS, or a certificate that demonstrates that you know English on academic level or higher level, because you are applying to English-based universities and you need to show something for the people, let's say for the admission committee. And so, yeah, the English certificate is demonstrating that you have a high level of English. It is mainly for the bachelor degree, okay? But for the master's degree, as you will study in English, if your university is based English-based university, you don't need to, you don't need TOEFL or IELTS after finishing this university. Yeah, these documents and extracurricular activities documents, and I think that's it. Yeah, for bachelor degree, that's it. And motivation letters. It depends on the universities. Do they need motivation letter or do they don't need motivation letter?
Mhm. I think we have a question here. Let me. Was it hard for you to get adapted to the new environment, like international diversity, and how did you overcome this challenge?
Hmm. Okay, very good question. I would say, firstly, it was hard because I was the only person, let's say, from Central Asia studying in my class, and it was hard to get to know different people, and I would say like our people are very different from region to region, from Central Asia to Europe. So, and how did I overcome this challenge? It's by reflecting, by overcoming some of the challenge that we have in our minds. Let's say not, sometimes we are very shy in different areas where we don't talk too much or something. We don't approach different people. We, some of the, some of the ideas that we had in our regions. So you just need to overcome these ideas that we need to approach different people, to talk, to ask. It's okay. Even if you do mistakes, even if you do everything wrong, it's fine. Approaching different people and talking and having new friends. And yeah, and for me, as I said, I really do like sports, and it helped me a lot to get new friends through different, let's say, sport activities in my university and around the city too. So this is always one of the way which helped me to overcome this challenge. But it depends on each person. Some people are love arts. They can go to art spaces. They draw and meet new people and overcome some of the, let's say, barriers they have in their heads. And yeah, it depends on you which which area you are good at and which area you would like to explore, because people with same interest will always find a way to interact and to connect. Yeah, that is it.
Right? I guess if anyone can write questions. And what else was there? I think we answered most of them. Oh, I also wanted to know for the like master's degree. So
Mhm.
since we have some students here who are going to apply, who wants to apply for masters in future, so what about them? What would you recommend to them? What like some aspects of the admission that they must like think about and how to prepare themselves for before like application?
So for the master's degree, as if you are studied in English-based university, for example, for University of Geneva, you don't need TOEFL or SAT or uh, IELTS certificate. But what you need is that, again, the transcript of your grades, and it's important to have let's say the GPA which is quite higher, because
Mhm.
it also plays a crucial role in admission. So try to get as high GPA as you can. Okay, so this one is one important thing. Motivation letter. You should clearly state why you want to get into this university, why you want to get into this, let's say, faculty major, why you want to study, and how you're gonna apply the knowledge that you used in your region, let's say, or in your country. So the motivation letter is another important aspect. And what else was there? What else was there? Great, GP. This one. Yeah, the personal information, let's say extracurricular activities, the projects that you were working in. And another thing that I would say for the bachelor, for the people who want to do the master's degree, it's always good to work 1 year, 2 year before doing your master's degree. Okay, it's very important because you will um, you will get to know what you like more, in which areas you want to work more, and which areas interest you more, so that when you choose your master's degree, you already know that I want to be, uh, let's say, as really good, let's say, I want to be specialized in this measure, and I want to be a really good specialist in this area. So it's very crucial to work 1 2 years to understand what you really want. But if you are sure that, let's say, for computer science people, if, I mean, they already know that not everyone is choosing computer science. And if they are choosing computer science, they already know that they are into it. So if they finish their uh, bachelor degree, they can just go to master's degree. Yeah. But for other people like me, I needed 1 year to reflect, to see, to work, which, let's say, which what interests me more. So I choose this one. Yeah, it's important. And about the documents, I already mentioned, like the transcript, the motivation letter, the personal uh, information documents, your certificates of extracurricular activities, and some universities might have an interview, or they also might have let's say, in my case, I had a video interview where I talked for 3 minutes about why I want to get into this faculty and into this major, why I want to study it, and how I will apply it. So I was talking, let's say, for 3 minutes in this video about these areas. Yeah, and another thing, for not for this university, but for the university in Canada, you need to find a mentor from that university, a person who will guide you through the application, through the admission process. So you are approaching different people from that university, different professors, So, and they will just guide you in the application form. But it's mainly for the Canadian university. For this university, you don't need it. You just sign up for the online application form and you start your application online. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. I will also remember this because.
Just one more thing
Mhm.
for the master's degree. When you are applying abroad, you need a certificate which demonstrates that you have some fundings that you can you have some fundings for the visa because it's very important to have some money in your, let's say, in your bank account. Okay, but another thing that you can do is, of course, take some money from someone, put it in your account, get the certificate, show it to the visa people, and then just take the money out and give it back to the person, thanking them for this procedure. Yeah, it's also one of the good ideas that you can do.
Well,
In my case, I actually did like this. I, I grabbed some money, put it in my account, took it out, and gave it back. But I received my visa. This is the most important thing.
how much like the minimum amount to have like
So
in.
for Switzerland, you need like between to 10 to 15,000. Okay, but it differs. Switzerland is very expensive country, but it differs for different areas. Let's say maybe for Italia or for France, you need like for from 5 to 10,000,
Mhm.
and it differs. Yeah,
All right. And there was a question like right here, one of the students asked,
yeah,
can you talk
in
about a little
dollars.
bit the scholarship that you're receiving?
So first of all, in University of Geneva, there is a scholarship. You when you get the admission, you come here and you apply to the scholarship. And this scholarship, let's say, pays you like 400, 500 US dollars. And there are some social benefits for the students too. And in my case, I worked before coming to Switzerland, so I had some savings too for the first times here. And in our case, let's say there are some external fundings too, which you can find through networking with different people. So as I said, it's always good to have good networking skills because uh, it might be good to approach people who are living here to see like what it's like to find a place for living, job, some external fundings. So yeah, in my case, I applied, let's say, for this scholarship, which pays like 300, $400 dollars, let's say, per month, and like this. Yeah. It's
So,
not enough, of course. It's not enough, of course, but I have some, let's say, external fundings too, like family members, and yeah. But this was like for the period of 6 months. Right now, I can work, of course, and I'm like doing some works online, and I'm getting better and better. But for the 6 months, you need to have a good plan because you are not allowed to work, and it's very hard to get illegal works in Switzerland, and it's impossible to get here because everything is very controlled here. So it's better to manage your budget for 6 months. Yeah.
mm. All right. So right now the Zoom I'm like is going to shut down because like I have Normal's account, and I
Okay.
think I will send you another link right now just for everyone. Я сейчас отправлю всем вторую ссылку, так как у меня Zoom только на 40 минут дает мне конференцию. Поэтому я сейчас отправлю всем в группу. Пожалуйста, зайдите в группу и зайдите обратно в конференцию через вторую ссылку. Okay? I will send it to you as well. Just give me a couple of seconds.
Okay, okay.
All right. I'll see you in a minute.
See.
وخلينا نسوي how students блин, я мчусь. وخلينا نسوي فيديو في تипа how students can maximize their chances. شغل بترانك سوف تشيل فيديو
Maximize
تипا
their chances.
تипا ترانك ده مثلا وارد خو وقت مثلا مكتب ترانك خو وقت
Hmm.
چیزا تستفادين how they can use like their time in high schools or like for masters what should they do like also like for in university and like to just basically maximize as much as possible.
I don't know. First of all, managing your time is very important. Managing your time, networking skills.
Mhm.
You will get further with networking skills rather than with any other skills. What else? What else? Yeah, and knowing what you want, like which sphere you would like to study, to be a specialist on, and start to read, start to have some research on this field. And writing, it's very important. Writing and reading skill set, you just need to improve them every day. And yeah, these are maybe some of the crucial skill set that you need.
Right. Well,
And yeah, regarding the the YouTube channel that you said, so um, I want to show you like three websites and three, let's say, tools where students can find universities and let's say universities and the scholarships.
all right.
Okay,
Okay,
so
you can share the screen, I guess.
I will just share my screen with you. So which one is this? Is this? Can you see my screen right now?
1 second. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So this portal is mainly created for bachelor students. Okay, so maybe in your YouTube channel they can just go for it. Do you know about this channel? Maybe you had previous
Study portals. Oh,
experience.
yeah. We did it. Like I had to look through it when I was searching for Italy.
Ah, okay. Do you have any information on your YouTube channel about this program?
No,
No?
no, no,
Yeah.
no. Not
Okay, I will
exactly
just
about
go
the
through
website.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do here is you just what you want to study, what you want to study. Let's say environmental sciences, studies and earth studies. Where you want to study. So we talked about Switzerland. Let's see Switzerland. Switzerland. Okay. So you do, let's say you go for the search and you can see there are different universities which provide this faculty, and then you have from the left side you have these filters. You can go for the filters. So there is location we already chose, Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
So the tuition fee, what is the amount of money you would like to, let's say you would like to spend on one year for this university. So it will be, let's say, around, let's choose from 1,000 to 8,000. 8,000. How many years do you want? How many years do you want this university? Let's say 3 to 4 years. Okay, 3 to 4 years, and format of the studies. If you want full-time is mainly you go in the morning and you go out in the evening. Yeah, but the part-time, it's more of, let's say 4 hours, 5 hours per day. You go for the part-time or the full-time. Let's go for the full-time. As for bachelor degree, they mainly have full-times. So this one, then you go for the attendance. You want it online or on campus learning or mixed of online or on campus. So it's better, of course, from my experience, it's always better to study on campus learning. And and yeah, degree type, it's depends. For bachelor, it's bachelor. For uh, let's say for masters, you will go for the masters portal, and it's, let's say, bachelor of science. And now you can see there are different options. Excuse me, there are different options, but it's only one options here. Earth System Science, which is University of Zurich, and you just click on it. You just click on it. You go to the universities of Zurich information. It gives you all the information. See, like how many months, when it starts, when you need to apply, the deadline, the deadlines, and the language. Here you can see the IELTS and the TOEFL, uh, which are needed for this university. The credits. So it's mainly for the master's degree, but the credits, here, one more thing I want to add: when you apply for Switzerland University from high school, you need to do preparatory courses before going into bachelor degree. Okay, these preparatory courses are like 1 year or 2 years. So, and moreover, you can see here there is the price per year, 1,500 per year, but there is a section which says scholarships available. So you go to scholarships available, and you can see there are different grants and scholarships which you can apply to. Okay, here you can see like different scholarships on which you can, of course, apply, to which you can apply, and you can get accepted, and it might be a good chance for you. And yeah, so this is one of the portal, and I wanted to show you the, just a second. I wanted to show you about the scholarships. These are mainly the top scholarships for studying in Switzerland, and mainly most of them are for masters and PhD students. But as I mentioned, the Erasmus Mundus scholarship is for bachelor's degree, so you can go and check this one. And but the other scholarships here, like the Swiss University scholarships, the MBA scholarship, the Swiss Excellence scholarships, they are all made for the they are all for the masters and PhD students. Yeah, there is more focus on masters and PhD students. And for the University of Geneva, and you just go to Google, you just write University of Geneva, you go to the website of University of Geneva. Yeah, you just change it to English language, and you go down. There is like enroll at UniG. You go to the applications. Here you choose for the bachelor's degree or for the master's degree. You go for the bachelor's degree. So you just put your information here. Let's say you want from autumn semester. Nationality, you are not from European countries. You want bachelor's degree. Um, you want level of highest degree obtained. So as you are coming out of schools, it's upper secondary education. Here it's bachelor degree. faculty, what you want to study. You want to study medicine, humanities, social sciences. Let's say you want to study medicine, and country of graduation, you choose Tajikistan as you finished your school in Tajikistan. Okay, let me see. Tajikistan. Okay, you choose in Tajikistan, it reloaded, and now it has all the information for the students from Tajikistan. Here are some general terms and conditions that you need to go through to understand. Then you go down, there are deadlines. February 28th, it's already gone for this year, but you can go for the next year. So here are the documents that you need. In case it says a copy of your Swiss residence permit, in my case, you just write a letter that I did not receive my Swiss residence permit yet, but when I will receive it, I will send it. Yeah. And registration fee, this fee is for your online application form. When you apply, you just need to pay $65 for this application form. Okay.
All right.
So this and this. Okay, I think I'm done. Yeah.
All
So
right.
it will be good if you just, maybe you have a group or something, you just share these links from this video and put them in the group so that they can just play with these different tools.
I will do so. Thank you very much. It's so they will be super helpful.
Okay. Okay. My pleasure to be helpful.
All right. Okay, and I guess I'm done. If anybody else has any other questions left, I guess,
No questions.
yeah, the high schoolers also left, I guess so. I would love to like just express my gratitude. I really appreciate it because like that was super helpful. Usually, even when I have like these sessions with speakers, they're always like something that we didn't discuss or something like I still didn't understand. But with Switzerland, I guess now I get majority of the stuff. So I really appreciate that. And again, thank you very much for
Yeah.
this such informative session.
Yes, and thank you very much for you for creating this space for us and for the students. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if you know someone that is maybe someone from your house or relatives or friends, just you can tell them to like contact me because we usually have sessions with we have had sessions about Flex, UWC, South Korea, and like Germany, like many countries basically. And
You
if
have
they
for
want,
Canada?
not yet about Canada. I haven't found anyone who can like make
I
webinar.
will I will approach one person and maybe you can have a session with him.
Would love to
Okay?
do that.
Okay, I will text you
Mm-hmm.
about that.
All right. Then again, my gratitude. Thanks a lot for everything, and I wish you the best in life. And
Thank you very
hopefully,
much.
yeah, hopefully you will like enjoy your time there, and maybe one day I will come.
Okay,
Hopefully,
yeah.
my dream is to go there, so we will see.
The- Go come here for your master's degree.
Yeah, I will. I will. Now I just need to choose what my major will be, so I will see what will happen afterwards.
Okay, okay, great.
Tam te ora ka gjojna borga kolloga besura ta tamar
Smiley,
udacha ta
Tamar
vota.
Kologata, Tamar Misodacha, Lautney.
Ah, ne.
Oh.